Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
May I see the manager of your company?
I am. What can I do for you?
Form your company's advertisement in the 21st century. I learn that you are a foreign trade company of good service. I am interested in it. Here is my resume, ma'am.
Very good. You majored in international trade?
Yes. I will graduate from the People's University of China this July majoring in international trade. Besides, at school, I am a top student. Moreover, both my spoken and written English are pretty good.
Well, for this position, we prefer experienced employees, those who have just graduated from university. They are supposed to start by working as an intern for at least half a year.
I think I'm qualified for the job if I can be given the chance. While at school, I once worked as part-time translator in a company and salesperson with a textile company for 2 years. And I don't mind being paid less from the start. I just want to enrich my experience and competence.
Good. That is the kind of man we are looking for. By the way, do you like traveling? Our sales representatives need to travel a lot.
Yes, I do. I like traveling very much.
Are you willing to work for extra hours?
Of course, I'll try my best. When can I start working?
What about next Monday?
Great. Let's start next week. Thank you, ma'am.
Well, see you next Monday.
Mr. Emery, I'd like to take this afternoon off if it's all right with you.
But Stephen, you've called in sick 3 times during the last 3 weeks.
I know, Mr. Emery. I'm sorry, but I really need to see the doctor this afternoon. I feel dizzy and I can't concentrate on my work.
All right, then. But don't forget to bring a doctor's note tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. Is there someone I can talk to about a payment question?
Yes, we can handle that here. How can I help you?
My paycheck that just arrived is less than last week's check.
Did you work at all during the last pay period?
Yes, actually, I did make a little bit of money.
Did you report it on your continued claim form?
Yes, I showed that income on the continued claim form.
Well, we deducted a portion of the income that you made from this week's check.
Maybe I just shouldn't show the income then.
That is cheating and, if you get caught, you will be fined and disqualified from collecting unemployment.
Hello.
Is Petty there?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid you've dialed the wrong number. There is no Petty here.
Wrong number? Are you sure? I called yesterday and she was there.
I'm sure you have the wrong number. This one has been my number for more than 20 years.
That's impossible. I remember the number clearly. Isn't this 763-4565?
No, it isn't. It's 736-4565. It seems you've misdialed.
Really? I'm so sorry I bothered you. I'll try again.
That's all right. This sort of thing happens all the time to everyone.
Yeah, I guess it does. Sorry again for bothering you.
No worries. So, now we have covered all the important points.
Yes, I think so.
Before we draft the contract, let's examine the details.
Okay, Under this contract, we'll supply you with 600 dozen T-shirts, S, M and L equally assorted, at $100 per dozen, CFR London. Shipment in July. Payment by irrevocable site LC.
Perfect. But what I'm concerned about most is the time of delivery.
You may rest assured that shipment will be effected within the time limits stipulated in the contract. But there is also one point I'd like to stress.
Yes?
Your LC must be opened at least 1 month before the time shipment. Otherwise we won't be able to catch the ship.
No problem. I'll have the covering LC opened as soon as I wetback. In addition, would you tell me by whom the commodity inspection is conducted before shipment?
The goods will be inspected by the China Import and Export Commodity Inspection Bureau. It will then issue certificate of quality and a certificate of weight. These will be taken as final and binding.
Please remember to use both English and Chinese versions, and both versions should be equally valid.
Naturally. Each of us keeps 1 original and 2 copies.
Then I'll come along 3 days later to put my signature on it.
Good.
Hello, Mr. Hammer. Jack Ross here. I'm calling to confirm our appointment on Monday at 10 o'clock in your office.
Yes. Everything's all set.
I'd like to bring Mr. Huang and Ms. Sun with me.
We're supposed to be meeting alone.
I know, but I think they may add something valuable to the discussion.
Fine. But no one else, okay?
Yes, Mr. Hammer.
Good afternoon, Mrs. White.
Good afternoon, Mr. Black. Haven't seen you for a long time. Can I help you?
Can I see Mr. Cooper, your manager now?
Let me see if he is free. Would you please sit down and wait for a moment?
All right.
The manager will come to see you in a few minutes.
Thanks a lot, Mrs. White.
You are welcome.
Susan, can you tell me in a nutshell what the retail market is like in China?
Well, as per capita income goes up and up, the growth sector seems to be in the high end.
Retail is going upscale here? China is certainly growing more quickly than I had imagined.
Yes, things certainly have changed since I was a boy. We've developed very quickly.
Do you think the trend will continue?
I don't see why not. We do have some problems, but we are still willing to work hard and wages aren't too high at this point.
Everything I've seen so far is very impressive indeed. Come in, please.
Good morning. I am Anna Liu. I've come for an interview which was arranged.
Oh, I see. I am Jack White, personnel manager. Take a seat, please.
Glad to meet you, Mr. White.
Miss Liu, have you got any experience in restaurant service?
Yes. Since I entered college, I have been working at a fast food restaurant as a part-time waitress.
For how long?
3 years.
Our restaurant receives a lot of foreign customers. Can you serve them in English?
That's why I applied for this job. Now I am studying hotel English in my college, and I am quite familiar with the Western courtesy and restaurant etiquette. I am sure my public relation skills will leave a strong impression on your customers.
You must know our working hours are very long and overtime work is frequent.
I don't mind that.
I think I will give you a 3 months trial. The salary for this period is 800 yuan a month with no bonus. After that period, if we both feel satisfied, a formal contract would be signed.
When am I supposed to start working?
Next Monday. Bring your resume and diploma with you.
Yes, I will. Thank you, Mr. White. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What do you think about the equipment in our company?
We have to equip our company with a network of workstations at every office and showroom as soon as possible.
I also realized this issue. And office automation is essential.
Besides, Internet tends to be more essential now in the information age.
Good idea. A network of workstations is helpful for our management.
And, to be frank, our copying machines are too slow. Our telephone system is limited in function.
You are right. The current equipment of our offices really falls behind. Next week, you can provide me a catalog of new equipment.
Did you call me, sir?
Yeah, if you are available now, let me describe your work duties, okay?
What am I expected to do?
As a newcomer, you are going to be responsible for some basic tasks first, including certain routine duties like answering the telephone and typing. Later, you will be assigned to the sales department.
I see. It must be a challenging job, but I would like to do it. And what about now?
For this is your first day in our company, you can begin with our special products. Before you do your job, it's necessary for you to be familiar with our own products. Sort these papers and file them correctly.
Okay, I'll get to work on it at once.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.